Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Sorry I've been gone for like a week. My cat had to have emergency surgery because she decided to eat one of her toys. So I wasn't able to really be at my computer. I didn't have to, but I wanted to be with her in the room that we had her so she wasn't alone because she was really restricted to everything that she can do. So yeah, but more on that later, I guess. I'm just going to make this video quick and short. It's just going to be a workflow tips video, which will be talking about watermarking images and why it's important. And even though it isn't a safeguard for people stealing your work, it is an extra layer of protection that can help deter some people from doing that. So I'm just going to open up one of my drawings here to show you what the file looks like after it's been saved out. So right now it looks a little blurry. I don't know if you can tell on your end with the recording, but on my end I can see it's a little fuzzy. I'm zoomed in at 122% and the image is fairly small. If I were to print this, it would be no bigger than 3 by like a little under 2.5, and the pixel dimensions are 900 by 704. And that's mainly so when I post it to Twitter, the resolution isn't eaten up completely because they changed it to have a minimum of 900 by whatever. Or 900 will have to be the max dimension no matter what ratio this is. And so I'm going to zoom out to 100%, which if you can see, now the image looks a lot clearer because it's at basically as close as you want to be to view the image clearly. And you can see in the middle here, make this smaller, sorry, is my logo, my Just Call Me Insane logo. I always try and place it in the middle of the image or a place where you're going to see it easily. You can place it in the bottom corner somewhere, but it's so easy to crop that out. For example, if, let's go make a new layer here. And get that going. Reset. If I have my logo over here somewhere, all someone would have to come and do is just crop it out right there. Go up a smidge. And oops. And they wouldn't do that, but there you go. And you wouldn't really know. And even though like the composition looks a little weird, I mean, you're not gonna know there was a watermark there. So, I mean, I'm not really afraid of that happening. It's just, it gives me peace of mind by putting this here, and if someone does repost it, like without linking to who you are, at least people can kind of see, like, you know, I can kind of see what this says, and I'm gonna go, you know, find that person or find that social media account if I can. So, to set that up, that should be okay. This file is kind of big, so I don't think it'll give me problems, but pushing that one off, put this one on. So what I do with each file that I work on, I have my logo here, and I always place it to the very, very top of everything. So that way, if I have these 2 images here, I can just turn them on and off for the groups, and I don't have to worry about turning on the logo like with each group. It's just less layers, less information for the file size and all that good stuff. Now the opacity varies between image. Obviously at 100%, this is clear as day. But if the image is like just a sketch on a white background, I might have this up maybe around 50. And usually I have this on multiply. I don't know why I didn't have it on multiply before, but whatever. It's fine. And if it's too dark, I'll put it down to no more than 20%. So now you can kind of barely see it, but I don't like that. I would like it to be somewhat visible. So usually for this, I think I had it originally around here. Something like that, yeah. Between 30 and 40%. This way you can clearly see, hey, this image has a watermark on it, and you know, it's not too distracting from the image itself, but you know it's there. And that's like I said, just a peace of mind. I do this with all the work I have on my website, which is the same thing here. I do it with just about everything I post online. Occasionally I'll have a sketch or a couple of sketches that I'll work on my phone and I'll post them to my social media accounts. But because they're just like quick sketches and they're far from finalized drawings, I'm not as worried about them being taken, especially since the quality of the art itself isn't very good. But I mean, it can still happen, obviously, but it's picking and choosing your battles. Like, am I really gonna worry about the sketch I did on my phone? I'm not. But I have in the past put my logo on there as well. So, yeah. And like I said, it's just peace of mind. So if someone does take your work and repost it, at least the watermark is there. You can put it wherever you want. I just think it's better to put it in the middle of my art in a spot that's very difficult to remove. I don't want it small. There are some artists, I don't remember her name or their name. I wish I did, because this was a while ago I saw. What they do, they have their logo or a specific design that correlates with their business and their art, and they put it usually on a piece of clothing or somewhere on the image itself, so that way if it is taken, she knows, or they know exactly where that came from. That's theirs, because their logo, their watermark, their little design is on that image. And I think that's pretty clever. Some people will put their signatures right along like the edge of the line work. I know some photographers, I don't know how they do this, but apparently you can put like text in a specific pixel in a specific location. I don't know how that works, but if you know, well, I guess we can just zoom in really, I guess we can, whoa, okay, this is not turning out as well as I wanted to. Okay, I'll just zoom in really close here. Okay, go down to one. Oh, I guess that, oh, it's very small. Can't really read it. But that's very small. You could do something like that, I guess. Yeah. And you can also go to, where is it? Document information and put all that in there. And I think it gets saved into the metadata of the file itself, like the file code. So I recommend doing that too. So yeah, that's just kind of like my workflow tips to do the watermarking, like how to quickly do it and why you should do it and the benefits. I mean, there was really no con to it or negative to it, besides you're just covering up some of your art. But I mean, you're posting online half the time, and the resolution gets so screwed up anyway, no matter what you do, no matter what you use, that it's really not even worth stressing about to me. That's just my opinion. But if you don't want to use watermarks, or you want to put it in a less inconspicuous spot, feel free to do that. You do whatever you're comfortable with. But I just want to kind of throw this out there and, you know, yeah. Alright, so that's it for this video before I start rambling. If you want to support me, you can always like this video and subscribe to watch more videos coming out, because I do have more. I have a lot planned, especially since I had that week off. And if you would like to support me, please feel free to donate to my coffee. I'm going to try taking all the earnings from the coffee donations and put that towards my cat's surgery. My goal is just to raise $500 just to get an extra bump in there and get most of that out of the way if I can. Otherwise, sharing the video and commenting, it helps as well. So, yeah. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video.